Hey guys, how's it going? Well, we have power now, and our meter over here has been counting for a week now, and we are at, let me take a look here. We're at 109 kilowatts now, 1 week into it. But for the last 2 days, we've had 3 air conditioners running because it's been hot. It's been 90 degrees up here. It's been a warm, it's right before 4th of July, so midsummer here. It's been a real warm couple days now, and it's been nice. And so my camper's been running on it with the AC. The Gabon's been running the AC, and my parents' motorhome's been running the AC. And this has been a weekend of some work and recreation. Because here's Bree on Trenton's hog, having fun. She's just having just a ball right now. And this is what the weekends are all about: work and recreation. And Cabin Dreamin', their channel, they said these words a while back about more recreation, and that's what I'm trying to do now. And so we've been following that thought is you got to have some recreation. You got to get stuff done, but you got to have some fun too. And so we're just gonna walk through here quick. I'm gonna show you the power. We were up here last weekend. My friend Scott was up here helping me with all this. Took him out fishing. You guys probably see the video. I brought him fishing. He got a nice walleye, and it was really fun. And we're just going to do a quick walk through here. We've been up here this weekend working on the shakes on our gable end on the one end, and Trenton and I worked on that all day today. And then we went out and had recreation. We took the pontoon out, went out to the sandbar, and we just sat and relaxed. You have to do that. I mean, there's a lot of things that always have to be done, but you got to enjoy yourself too. Otherwise, you get burnt out. And so we're just going to get into this power here. A couple weeks ago, the power company pulled power from right over there, down across the easement, and then down the side of the easement to right here to a transformer. And my friend that's helped me with the electrical stuff, not even certain why the power company had to put in our transformer right here, because there's one right over here. Here comes Bree back again on the hog. She's been up and down the easement here probably 25 times here in the last hour. She's just having a blast. But he's not sure why they had to put in our transformer here, but it doesn't really matter why they did it. So then they put in this service right here. It's a 200 amp service with the meter, and there's a main breaker in here. Let's see if I can get this open. There's a main 200 amp breaker in there. And then down below are the lugs where we hooked up our service from. And so once we hooked up our service, then we're able to click that 200 amp breaker on and then basically energize our panel here. And I did an outdoor weather resistant panel out here, 200 amp panel. And the last time this was opened up and Scott was working in here hooking up our service. So we have another 200 amp breaker right there. They'll shut everything off. We have 100 going up to the Gabon right now, and then we have a couple 30 amp RV plugs, and plus we have this 20 amp outdoor weather resistant outlet right here, right at our panel at the corner of our property, so we can plug anything we want into there. But last time I kind of showed we ran 30 amp over there for an RV, 30 amp over there. We got a lot of stuff going on here this weekend. The campers, I moved our camper back where it used to be. Just moved that on Friday night. My parents have their motorhome up here now. They're going to leave it here for a while too. And so they're plugged into the corner over here at a 30 amp that's on the side of the Gabon over here. They're enjoying their dinner right now. They're relaxing and having fun. There's their motorhome. And there's our other driveway that goes back into the other two lots that we bought over the winter. But on the side of the Gabon over here, we put a RV 30 amp outlet outside just to make things easier to be able to plug into. I was just going to walk you around the back here and show you the shakes that we've been working on all day. And like I said, it was pushing 90 all day, very hot out. And this isn't a bad area to work. You're in the shade most of the day, but late afternoon the sun comes up over the top. It gets you pretty hard back here, but we did install an AC unit back in here. We cut a hole through the wall, frame that all in, and that's going to be a permanent fixture now instead of being in a window. And here's our shakes, and that's the color they're going to end up being. And I had a bunch of the shakes that were already the right color, and I'll end up repainting over them just because some of them have nicks and scratches. Once again, I've bought all this stuff secondhand, pennies on the dollar. So you get what you get, and then you just have to end up painting over it. But my paint will cover good because I'm already going over the color that we are going to paint them. Soffits are all done. The shakes are all done on this end now. And then we're going to go with this slate gray too, also on the bottom, on the whole thing. And we've talked about that before. I got some more 30 amp RV outlets on this side also that we wired in. And there's two on this side. And originally I was going to plug my camper into this one here. But being we had to bury a 2-inch line up to this corner over here anyways, because it's going to be the future power service for the cabin that we'll build in the next year or two, you know, when the time is right. And we got a lot of heavy rains up here. It actually washed out our trenches. We had them all backfilled in, and we had so much rain up here that all the water running down this deck I built coming off this corner actually washed out a lot of our material here, and we'll have to get that filled in. But so our camper is plugged into this 30 amp here, where, like I said, I was originally going to plug it in over there, but being we had to run a line up here anyways, I decided, well, I will just put a 30 amp right here for now to plug our camper into. Like I said, everything's all set back up again. It's been a very busy weekend, and like I said, been trying to have fun. Next weekend's 4th of July. I'm going to work on the other end, the end that we'll do shakes up on the top half, and then we're going to do cedar down below. And tomorrow morning, Trent and I will start on the top half where the shakes are going to go. And we already have the scaffold sitting out here all ready to go, and we'll work on that upper half up there early in the morning, because later in the afternoon the sun comes around and really hits this side hard, and it gets hot, miserable hot. So we'll work on that in the morning, and then we got some other things to do before we head back home that we'll do later in the morning when the sun starts to come around and kind of drive us off this spot. But when I come up on the 4th of July, I'll be finishing this up, hopefully painting everything then, and then start on our cedar work that's going to be below that transition line up there. So once again, thanks for watching. Please comment. I always enjoy all that stuff. Appreciate everybody's support. So I will do a video next weekend when I'm up here finishing up the siding. Thanks, guys.